Hello and welcome to Christine. If you're new, all of my links are in the description below this video, so let's get right to today's drawing. Today's drawing is this, and it's in honor of the amazing men and women who we celebrate on Memorial Day, which is this coming Monday. To do this, you're going to need a white piece of paper, a black pen or a Sharpie, or even a pencil will work. That's actually what I used for this one. And then you'll need some colored pencils or crayons, or whatever you want to use for today's drawing. I'll be right back. I'm just going to make sure that the sound and stuff is all working so that today's live stream goes nice and smoothly. So today's quote comes from John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. All right, so to start, you're going to grab your white piece of paper, and you're going to want to make, I would suggest doing this in pencil so you can change them later if you'd like. You're going to kind of just draw some hills in, and these can be however you'd like, however many you'd like. I'm going to do 3. Maybe actually I'll add one back there. Alrighty. So now I'm going to outline those in my pen or Sharpie. I might want to actually put something underneath just so that I don't get on my table. And it's okay if you end up kind of going astray from the original lines that you made, because you can always go back and just kind of erase the pencil that you did. That's why I love using pencil for that step. All right, so the next step is to take your pen or pencil or Sharpie, whatever you may use, and choose a hill to have your flag on. I'm going to choose the one that's closest to us, so that has nothing overlapping it, this big one right here. I'm just going to draw a line going straight up, pretty tall. At the top, draw a little circle. So that's our flagpole. This next part, I'm going to suggest doing it in pencil as well, just because it's easy to mess up and you want to make sure that it looks really good. So right now you should have something that looks sort of like this, a nice flag on top of your hills. And just make sure that you even out your flagpole and your flag so that it looks very symmetrical and close to the flag. And if you're watching this and you do not live in the USA, feel free to put whatever flag of your country you would like. So the next step is to start coloring. And to do this, you're going to need your red colored pencil, and you're just going to color every other stripe. Now take your blue and color in this part up here. We'll do the stars in just a second. Add your stars with pencil. The last step that we have is to outline our flag. For this one, you want to be as close to the edges as possible because you want to make sure that you get an outline of all of the colors you just did. I'm going to choose to leave my inside unoutlined just because I think it looks good like this. Now we get to color the whole thing however you'd like. Let's see. There we go. So I'm going to start by coloring in my hills. And I'm going to have mine be kind of a nighttime scene. You can choose for yours to be in the middle of the day, at night, in the morning, and do like kind of a sunrise. So I'm going to color in these green and then add some darker colors over top so it looks more realistic and like it's night. And as always, I love seeing all the creations that you guys do. So make sure that you share them on Instagram or Twitter and tag me in the photo. If you have a friend or a family member who would love to draw and maybe they just need something to do this long weekend, you can send this video to them so that you and they can all have matching art. One thing that I would suggest you to do is to go with the direction that your hill is going. So this one is kind of curved, so I'm going to have my grass going like curved like this. This is a good opportunity to practice making things look pretty good, but you don't need perfection because grass isn't perfect, as we all know, and you don't need every single color to be bright and vibrant because it's nighttime, so you can't see everything as brightly as you could if it was day. It's also good for if you have multiple colors. You can make it look more alive because you're not having every single color right next to each other. Depending on the style, you might want to leave a little bit of room around the edges if you wanted kind of a border. I'm coloring right up to the edge of my drawing, but whatever you would like to do. The one closest to me, I'm going to color the darkest. Again, sticking with the direction of the hill. It's kind of like how you have grain on wood. You want to cut in the direction of the grain or against the grain, depending on what texture you would like. For this, we want to make sure that we're going with the grain of the hill. One suggestion that I have for you is to go along the edges. That way, you don't have to worry about doing that once you're coloring the main part of it. Try not to get too much overlap or you'll have some spaces that are darker than the others. It's not that big of a deal. but it saves you some time and it actually saves you some colored pencil. If you're using colored pencil or crayon, then you'll get a really good texture with your grass. If you're using a marker, then you might want to go back in and add some kind of little like grass-looking kind of lines in there. That'll just make it look a little bit more realistic. And once you're done, you can also go back in and add some more kind of lines to keep it moving. This can add some more dimension to your art. Also makes it look a little bit more abstract. As always, you are so much more than welcome to make this a rainbow hill. Now is for our sky. I'm going to be using a navy blue, but I don't want it to be completely black. This will allow my fireworks that I'm going to draw later to show up. For this, you can do very, very big, long, horizontal streaks, but make sure you do not cover up your flag. So go very carefully around your flag and then proceed with the longer strikes. And we'll go back and fix these two later, adding some more darker colors to make it more night-like. The sky you can make as dark or as light as you would like. You can use black, you can use navy blue, you can use a purplish color, you can make it sunset or sunrise and have warm colors like reds and oranges and yellows. The great thing about these Draw With Me's is that you always have a ton of free choice. I'm never going to force you to do one specific thing or one specific color palette, except for the flag, because obviously the flag of your country is the flag of your country, and you can't change the colors of that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Whether the weather is really nice where you are, or if you're able to take a relaxing Saturday morning and cuddle up with a book or watch a movie with some family. All right, so once you have that done, we're going to grab the colors that we use for our flag again. These are kind of our patriotic colors here. And you're just going to make some very bright fireworks. You can get these bright colors on a darker surface by pushing down really hard with your colored pencil or crayon or marker. You can do as many as you'd like. I think I'll do 3. You always want to make sure that your fireworks are going out and then down, because that's the way that the firework falls in real life. So there you have it. A wonderful, patriotic. Oh wait, no, we forgot to do those. Sorry, false alarm. If you go back and use your darker color over top of your green one, then you can get kind of a nice tealish color, and it will make it look a lot darker, which will help create the illusion that it is night in your painting or in your drawing or whatever material you are using. Comment below, do you turn your paper to help you color, or do you just leave it static in one place and just move your arm? I'd like to see if I'm the only one who does that. If you liked today's Draw With Me, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know to keep making these types of videos. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this one. The last thing is optional. I would start with a pencil, and you can add kind of a nice little message at the bottom. I tested out a few different ones on this: in memoriam, thank you, and bless you. And you can do this in print or in cursive or whatever font you would like to use. And then I would just suggest going over this in a dark color to make it show up. We can even color in the heart red. So here we have the lovely patriotic scene that we made today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to see all of the art that you guys made during these live Draw With Me's. So feel free to share them with me on Instagram or Twitter. As I said earlier, all of my links are in the description below this video or at the top of my channel homepage. If you enjoyed this live stream, give it a thumbs up so I know to keep making videos like this. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future posts. Have a great day, everyone, and have a wonderful long weekend.